Hello there, and welcome to this episode of Indelible Makes. My name is Travis, and this fancy dog next to me is Gizmo. Today, we're going to be taking a look at something a little special. Today, we're going to be looking at the Glottkin.
Someone that we wouldn't want to have over for dinner, the Glottkin brothers. This wonderful model can be picked up at your local gaming store or the Warhammer website, and it retails for about $115. These three brothers are an excellent addition to any Warhammer army, or if you'd just like some fancy models to paint. All three of these brothers are treated as a single unit at a whopping 810 points. It's also worth mentioning that a morbid set of disease-ridden triplets, held in check and balanced by their opposing attitudes and desires. The brains of the Glottkin, the pragmatic Otto, and the deceivious sorcerer Ethrak ride to the battle on the shoulders of their brother Grook, a creature so grotesquely swollen by the blessings of NURGLE that he could flatten most enemies unfortunate enough to get in the way of his putrid advance without even noticing. Wielding flailing tentacles, poison-slick scythe, and able to launch horrifying, corrosive, pestilent torrents, this monster will devastate your enemies. Now, I won't bore you with the story. Someone much smarter than myself named Too Tough has already done a fantastic lore video on these boys, and I'll suggest that you go check it out. I'll leave a link in the description. But the main story goes a little something like this. There were three brothers, and they loved mommy and daddy very much, and one day someone came and took them away. And they weren't very happy about that, and they went all crazy and mad, and they got NURGLEfied. Basically, NURGLE Batman. These three brothers are an apothecary of disease, walking and spreading the blessings of NURGLE and making him proud. All around the body, we can see terrible things. Blood boils and slime curls. Plague pox. The protruding, painful spikes coming out of the largest brother are pierced with metal and decorations. Skulls are interlaced into the patchwork frame of the hideous horror, making sure to remind you that you could be next. There are many eyeballs all along the body of this giant abomination, making it very hard to sneak up on such a thing. Although I don't know why you would. When we look at the belly, we see magic runes and a mouth that looks hungry for more. The stomping and the crushing of the feet of the giant brother. Many a fallen victim, as they will always be a permanent stain on his heel. If you're not lucky enough to be trampled by the Glottkin, you might fall victim to one of its two arms. One being a maw of nothing but teeth and disgust. You'll be chewed up, swallowed, and become part of the Glottkin forever. On the other hand, you could get into hentai world and get tentacled for days. Neither are a good option, I assure you. Perhaps when facing such an enemy, it's better to retreat or join them than to fight altogether. Working on the two brothers up top was one of my favorite projects I've ever done. These two boys are full of detail. Glorious, disgusting detail. And I loved painting every bit of it. For the paints, I did a variety of colors and shades. I started with the greens and purples of tradition, and then I tried to use every single shade paint I got in my current set to try to get some experimentation, deviation, and just something weird and fun. There's color transitions for days on end. You can look at this a few times and keep seeing new things over and over and over again. Now, this is far from perfect. I see so many mistakes on this the more and more I look, but I still love it, and I hope you do too.
Now, I almost forgot. There's one other thing. In addition to me getting that Glottkin out of the way, and he's my first miniature in the army, I picked up a box of Start Collecting, and as you can guess, it's the NURGLE Demons. So, in the next few videos coming up, maybe I'll do some paintings with those and show you how I kinda did my techniques on the Glottkin. I plan on maybe keeping it a rainbow theme for the whole army. And by that I mean just everything's different colors and shades and like, you know, I'm not going My Little Pony as you can kind of see from the other thing. But I think it's going to be fun. Also, coming up, there's going to be a little video about me making objective markers for the game. One of my friends on Discord at the Table Crafters United Guild named Brood Toaster challenged me to make 6 40mm markers for the game. Once again, this is kind of what got me into the game. I didn't play at this point, I didn't know much about it, dabble a little bit, but now I'm invested. So I figured I'd make this stuff look good, and I can't wait to show it to you. It's all NURGLE themed as well. Other than that, I hope this video is kind of fun for you, and I hope you like looking at the Glottkin. I know it was short and sweet, but that's the way these are going to be. Have a good day.
Wow.